and welcome everyone to another Daily 8 at noon on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here for the second to last time. No, I'm not going anywhere, but the Daily 8 is starting on Monday. You will only be able to watch us exclusively on Wood TV Plus at 2 p.m. That's where we'll be bringing you all of the latest weather coverage from Storm Team 8. They always join us in the second half hour of every show. We'll also bring you exclusive programming and interviews from people all across the community, previewing events, all that good stuff. And of course, we'll have those top 8 stories of the day for you. Again, that is all kicking off on Monday. And speaking of those 8 headlines, let's actually go ahead and get today's show started with our very first story. A pedestrian was hit by a car last night in Kalamazoo and has now died from their injuries. According to the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety, the incident happened just before 9 p.m. in the area of Portage Street and Reed Street. The victim, who has only been identified as a 63-year-old man from Kalamazoo, was discovered by responding police officers. Life-saving measures were performed at the scene, and the man was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The driver involved did stay on the scene and is cooperating with authorities at this time. According to KDPS, alcohol is not believed to have played a role at this time. Anyone with information on the crash is asked to contact KDPS or Silent Observer to remain anonymous. Deputies from the Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office say that they are investigating a stabbing in Oshtemo Township Wednesday. According to a release, the Sheriff's Office was called to respond to a possible stabbing incident at an apartment complex on Drake Road around 1 p.m. When deputies arrived, the people involved had apparently left the scene, but witnesses say they saw a domestic situation where 2 men were pepper sprayed and one of them was stabbed by a woman. Deputies found what they called evidence of an assault, but did not specify what the evidence was. They also tried to contact the alleged stabbing victim, but they say he did not want to cooperate. The investigation is still ongoing at this time. The Mackinac Bridge was closed earlier this week due to the risk of falling ice. A newly released video shows just how hazardous that can be. The Mackinac Bridge Authority released the video of falling ice from the top of the bridge. This comes after ice storms in the northern part of the state to really begin the week. The bridge itself was closed for several hours during a 3-day stretch this week, and Governor Gretchen Whitmer declared a state of emergency for 10 northern counties dealing with the weather. High winds near the bridge can cause the suspended cables to shake and dislodge large pieces of ice, which then falls down onto the road below, as you see there. Bridge Director Kim Nowick said that this was some of the worst ice on the Mighty Max that she has ever seen since she began in 2002. This is one of the longest runs of closures the bridge has seen in a while. The longest closure for the Mackinac Bridge in its history was more than 20 hours back in 2019. A recall has just been issued for several states, including Michigan, over a juice that was sold to wineries. Walker's Wine Juice has recalled its pumpkin juice in 12 states over the fears that it could contain a potentially deadly toxin. Pumpkin juice was sold to wineries in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Wisconsin as well. Officials say the juice's pH is way too high, and a potential contamination in that juice can cause botulism. Some symptoms of botulism include weakness, dizziness, double vision, and trouble speaking or swallowing. Those who have purchased the pumpkin juice from Walker's Wine Juice should contact the company immediately about disposal and other steps to take. We do have more information to call their customer service line right now over on our website, woodtv.com. Health officials are now urging folks to get vaccinated for measles after we saw the first case in Kent County this week. The case, which was confirmed on Tuesday in an adult who recently traveled abroad and to New Jersey, is the first in the county since 2013 and is the second case so far found in the state of Michigan. Back in 2000, the World Health Organization declared measles eradicated in the United States because of the vaccine's effectiveness, but outbreaks have been popping up in recent years. Health experts say that they were not surprised that the case was found in Kent County, but they still have some concerns over individuals not getting vaccinated to prevent themselves from catching measles or passing it to others. There are about 500 cases now across 20 different states. states, which is already more than all of last year combined. Nearly all of the cases are reportedly among people who are unvaccinated. Health experts say that the measles vaccine is 97% effective with 2 doses at preventing the disease entirely. If you think that you've been infected, you're asked to call your healthcare provider before visiting to avoid potential spread. Switching gears now, a furniture company in Easttown is offering you a pretty awesome deal if you're in the market for a new kitchen set. Atelier Woodways, a luxury kitchen design firm that imports custom-made Italian carpentry, says that customers who spend $60,000 or more with them or purchase the MK or Gastagna-style kitchen sets will also get a free trip to Italy. Atelier will book an all-expenses-paid trip to the boot to see your cabinets be made and take a tour of the owner's hometown. The perk is also available to designers whose clients choose the qualifying kitchen collections. During the trip, you'll also get a tour through Verona, Venice, Valdago, and a wine tour through the Prosecco region as well. If you're interested in shopping through the collection, we have links for you to do just that right now over on woodtv.com. Now let's get you a look at your forecast for today. Here is Storm Team 8 meteorologist Scott Larson.
Partly cloudy skies, a pretty nice day around West Michigan. As we look outside in Grand Rapids, it looks like we are going to have some blustery conditions, some wind gusts around 30 miles per hour as we head into the afternoon, and gradually subsiding as we go into this evening. A high temperature today near 50 degrees. It looks like temperatures will hold steady through this afternoon, middle to upper 40s. And as we go into tomorrow, the temperature warms up a little further into the mid 50s, and we will have some more clouds cross in later in the day. Possibility of picking up on some showers as we get into Friday night.
All right, thanks, Scott. We wrap things up today with a pretty solid April Fool's Day prank down in Algoma Township. Deputy Tyler Tilson paid a visit to Story Point Rockford, a senior living facility down there, to let the residents know that playing bingo was now illegal in the township. Tilson stops the group of residents in the video that was released to deliver the bad news, and in the video posted to social media, you can actually see the seniors getting visibly upset. It doesn't last long as Tilson eventually reveals that it was in fact an April Fool's Day prank, and the entire room erupts in laughter and cheers that bingo is not in fact outlawed. The Kent County Sheriff's Office told News 8 that the idea for the prank actually came from Story Point, and Tilson, who visits the center a few times a month, was happy to play along. You can find the full video of the prank right now over on our website, woodtv.com. And that's going to do it for us today on this noon edition of the Daily 8. We will, of course, be back again tomorrow one last time before the move on over to Wood TV Plus next week. We hope to see you then. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.